Hey, what's up guys, it's Smasher, and today I'm bringing you the last in a series of 4 videos covering class usage in Ghost Recon Future Soldier. This video is going to be entirely dedicated to using the UAV effectively and helping your team out with it. I did feel that it warranted an entire video, so here you're going to have it. First thing and foremost, I want to point out that intel is exceptionally valuable to your team. Now that can be in the form of points to you, and it can be in the form of letting your team know where everybody is. Now, when you let your teammates know where the enemy is, you are not only highlighting them, but you're giving up their orientation, where they're looking, what they're doing, and everything about that person is lit up. Now, this is exceptionally valuable to your team. So real quick here, you guys that follow me around, you know that I don't typically, I'm not big on KD, I'm not big on points per game, and this was recorded on Double XP weekend, but I can tell you right now, this is what happens when you are playing the UAV effectively. Number 1 on the scoreboard, tons of points. Now, if you're playing that well with the UAV, your team is going to win. So that being said, I'm going to cut back to the game now, and we're going to go over some very specific points on how you do things within Ghost Recon effectively with the UAV. First thing I'd like to point out here real quick is that I'm not going to show the entire game. I did play this from beginning to end as a UAV pilot, and I can tell you it's going to be exceptionally boring watching me 15 minutes UAV. So first things first, direct traffic. As the UAV guy, you are the eye in the sky, you're the eye and ears of your teammate. You should be highlighting the biggest threats to your team. Now, you need to evaluate and prioritize who they are. Right here, the biggest threats, as you can see on the screen, are going to be the guys going into the crates, or going into the objectives. Now, you want to make sure that you pay attention exactly to what they're doing, and you really need to pay attention to people who are flanking in this game as well. So keep your eyes on the lookout, and make sure that you have a really good idea of what the enemy team is doing. Now, it's not only your job just to spot people and get them killed, but it's also to direct your teammates to the biggest threats, right? Because with a game with 6 people, 6 on 6, you are going to be in a big trouble if indeed your team is flanked and one person from the enemy team takes out 2 to 3 guys, which they're very capable of doing. If they do that, chances are you guys are screwed. So make sure that you pay attention in the UAV and prioritize correctly. So the next thing I want to talk about is the HVTs. Now, the single most valuable thing I think you could probably do as a UAV pilot is find the enemy HVT for your teammates. Now, you're going to see here as we switch over to this, I was already chasing this guy, and he turned in the HVT. It's just blind luck, and I'm just using this for illustration. But once you lock onto that guy, don't leave him. Chase him around the whole map. Make sure that your team has somewhere to shoot at until they kill him. And then you can move on afterwards. But again, very valuable to do that. Next item I want to point out is, we kind of go back to the beginning of the video here for a second, is using a building to your advantage as cover. Now see, I'm going in here real quick and I'm lighting these guys up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up so that they can't really shoot me from where they are. They could if they went up and looked, but they're too busy looking at the rest of my team. So this is a smart position to take when attempting to get the enemy. So what we're going to do next is we're going to jump over to another clip, and we're going to see what you do when people start shooting at you. So when someone starts shooting at you, usually they're going to fire at you wildly because they're pissed off, and you'll get an orange marker giving you a directional indicator where this person is shooting from. So what you can see here, and there was the directional indicator. One thing I found is a very, very useful tool for getting out of trouble with UAV is change your elevation constantly. It really frustrates people, and it makes it very difficult to hit. Now, they're either going to get lucky with the one shot with the sniper rifle, or they're going to empty a couple hundred rounds shooting at you with an LMG. Now, if he's lit up the whole time and he's hip firing, it's making it dually valuable because you've taken him out of the You've taken him out of the equation, and then your teammates are definitely going to find him. And the last thing I think I want to touch on here is recognizing equipment and what you can really do about that. So there's some equipment that the enemy can use, and it will prevent you from detecting. As you can see, those three guys are not lit up right there. What you can do is set up a little bit further back, and now you see he's lit up because he's out of the circle of protection. When he goes back into it, he's not. But that little millisecond there that you lit that guy up is enough to give any of your teammates looking in that direction valuable information as to where that guy is. Now they're probably all HUDs are probably all screwed up on the ground too because of where he's at and what he was doing. It gave him indicators as well. But that second that you lit the guy up and they killed him is going to be very valuable to your team. So all in all, kind of in conclusion here, you know, the UAV is a super powerful tool. Couple of things I would like to a couple last thoughts on this. One, if someone else is on the team already UAVing and being that person, don't put your UAV away. Quit being useless to your team. More than one person with UAVing at a time is obviously a bad idea. With a team of 6 people, like I was describing earlier, you put yourself in a very, very bad position to fail if indeed the enemy is attacking well and playing together. So, you know, this is a support role, but use it wisely, use it smart. You know, on a board like Sandstorm, it is invaluable, this board. Now, on some other boards, Underground, obviously, to put the UAV away and stick something else on. You know, be smart about when you're using it and what you're using it for. So, anyways, you guys have any additional tips, don't forget to throw them down in the bottom there. And always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.